Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the chemistry class. In last week, we talked about periodic table and metal elements in the periodic table. So in this week, I will focus on the non-metal elements in the periodic table. So after last week's study, I'm sure all of you are quite familiar with the periodic table. So one question, could you tell me the position of the non-metal elements in the periodic table? I mean, where could I find the non-metal elements in the periodic table?
On the right side.
On the right side.
Yeah, absolutely. Most non-metal elements are on the upper right of the periodic table. Just one is an exception. Hydrogen. Yeah, hydrogen is on the upper left of the periodic table. From last week, we know there are almost 80 kinds of metal elements, but there are just 18 non-metal elements in the periodic table. Even though there are just 18 kinds of non-metal elements, but you know, the crust, the atmosphere, the ocean of the Earth are mainly made up by non-metal elements. Also, the tissue of our body, the tissue of different living organisms are made by non-metal elements. They are just tiny little metals in our body. So it's quite important to learn something about non-metal elements. There are 18 kinds of non-metal elements. Actually, these different non-metal elements could be divided into 6 groups. Here is the last group. All elements in this group are also called inert gases. Or rare gases. Because all elements in this group are quite stable, they cannot react with any other element. And this element is quite rare. We just could separate these elements from the air, but the air just contains little rare gases. And I'm sure this group, all of you are quite familiar, because it's the most important non-metal elements. And all elements in this group are quite similar. So we just need to learn one element in this group, and we will know the other element. Here is another group. In this group, there are 3 kinds of non-metal elements: oxygen, sulfur, and selenium. In this group, 2. And this group just have 1 non-metal element, carbon. But carbon is quite important, also quite complex. I'm sure all of you may spend 1 semester to learn about carbon, but not in this class, maybe in organic chemistry class, so don't be worried. And the last non-metal element is hydrogen. It's quite far from all these elements. It's in different place. Most time when we talk about non-metal elements, we just mentioned these 12 elements. Don't include the rare gases, the inert gases. So please remember that. So far, we know there are 18 kinds of non-metal elements. So do you know why all these elements are classified as non-metal elements? Do you know there are some similar characteristics of these 18 elements? Do you have some idea about their characteristics? For example, the electrical conductivity.
Yeah, it's not a good conductor. It cannot conduct the electric.
We will die.
Yeah, conductor. Yeah, not good conductor. Compared to the metal, Actually, almost all non-metal elements cannot conduct electricity. But why?
Because it's bonding. I
Bonding.
guess. I don't know. It's covalent bonding and something like it cannot transfer the electron to something.
Yeah. The conductivity has great relationship with the capability to get or lose the electron. So how do you think non-metal elements could get or lose their electron?
By joining with other elements.
Yeah, with react with some metal,
Mm-hmm.
actually they could get. All non-metal elements could get electron quite easily. So how about the density? Compared to metal.
Lower density.
Yeah, good point, quite low. You can see the periodic table here. Almost all non-metal elements are gas. Yeah, you can see here all gases. And some non-metal elements are liquid. So compared to the metal, non-metal elements have quite low density. But just one is an exception. Carbon. Carbon is an exception. Carbon has quite higher density. How about their meeting points and boiling points? Okay.
It's lower comparing to the metal.
Metal, yeah, lower. It's quite easy to understand because almost all non-metal elements are gas, are liquid, so their melting points and boiling points are quite low. The last aspect, the thermal conductivity. How do you think their transfer heat, their capability to transfer heat, easy or not?